Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Meghan Sussex has playfully put to rest rumours of a supposed feud with actress Gwyneth Paltrow, appearing in one of the Goop founders' Instagram videos with a wink and a laugh. In the clip, Paltrow responds to a fan question about the alleged tension between the two by turning to the camera and saying, "I genuinely do not understand this at all. Do you understand this?" Then she pans over to Meghan, who is seated beside her at the kitchen table, shrugging with a bemused expression. The pair then burst into laughter. The light-hearted moment comes after online speculation that Paltrow had taken a swipe at Meghan in a recent video, which featured the Oscar winner preparing breakfast in a tone and aesthetic strikingly similar to the Duchess's now infamous With Love Meghan cooking segment from her Netflix docuseries. The breakfast video was widely seen as a parody, prompting online chatter about whether Paltrow was joining the growing celebrity class who poked fun at the Sussexes. Instead, the video appears to suggest quite the opposite, with Meghan and Gwyneth showing a united front over mugs and muesli. The moment comes amid a fresh round of publicity for the Duchess, who this week unveiled the trailer for her mildly anticipated new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, promising advice for aspiring entrepreneurs and girl talk with high-profile guests. The podcast launches on April 8th, and we can't wait. Although we hope the folks at her new podcasting company can solve the tech issue. The Express reports Confessions of a Female Founder faced a technical error. It seems that after 30 minutes of its launch, it became unavailable to listeners. The outage preempted interested podcast consumers from hearing Meghan explain, "I'm Meghan, and this is Confessions of a Female Founder, a show where I chat with female entrepreneurs and friends about the sleepless nights, the lessons learned, and the laser focus that got them to where they are today. We're diving into the highs and the lows and the kind of advice that turns small ideas into billion-dollar businesses. And of course, we're going to get some girl talk." All this overshadows Prince Harry stepping down from Centre Bali, the African children's charity he co-founded in 2006 in memory of his mother, Princess Diana, citing a breakdown in relations that he described as devastating. In a dramatic and highly unusual move, the Duke of Sussex and his co-founder, Prince Seeiso of Lesotho, resigned in solidarity with the Board of Trustees, who have themselves quit amid a fierce internal row with the charity's chair, Dr. Sophie Chandauka. This dispute reportedly centered on a strategic decision to focus fundraising efforts in Africa. Multiple trustees, including Harry's longtime friend and former royal equerry, Mark Dyer, called for Dr. Chandauka's resignation. She refused, and in response, the trustees resigned. According to reports, she is now pursuing legal action against the charity after resisting efforts to remove her from the unpaid post. In a pointed joint statement, the two princes said, "Nearly 20 years ago, we founded Centre Bali in honour of our mothers. Today is no different. With heavy hearts, we have resigned from our roles as patrons. It is devastating that the relationship between the charity's trustees and the chair of the board broke down beyond repair, creating an untenable situation." They added that they were in shock over the turn of events and will raise their concerns with the Charity Commission. Dr. Chandauka, for her part, struck back in her own strongly worded statement, appearing to criticize Prince Harry directly. "There are people in this world who behave as though they are above the law and mistreat people and then play the victim card and use the very press they disdain to harm people who have the courage to challenge their conduct," she said. She further claimed that beneath all the victim narrative and fiction is the story of a woman who dared to blow the whistle about issues of poor governance, weak executive management, abuse of power, bullying, harassment, misogyny, misogynoir, and the cover-up that ensued. Dr. Chandauka said she had reported the matter to the Charity Commission and secured an emergency injunction from the High Court to block her removal. The departing trustees released their own joint statement expressing their sadness. "Today's decision is nothing short of devastating for all of us, but we see no other path forward. It's desperately sad the breakdown in relationship escalated to a lawsuit by the chair against the charity. They said they could not, in good conscience, allow Centre Bali to be burdened with the financial costs of the dispute." Harry's connection to Centre Bali has long been personal. He first visited Lesotho in 2004 during his gap year, a trip that moved him deeply. 2 years later, he and Prince Seeiso launched Centre Bali to support children affected by poverty and HIV. Most recently, Harry returned to Lesotho last October, where he praised the charity's work and said it was making a massive difference. Notably, he was photographed with Dr. Chandauka just months earlier at a charity polo match in Florida. In a curious bit of timing, Meghan took to Instagram to promote a new charitable campaign just hours after Harry announced he was stepping away from Cinta Bali. Meghan shared a message of support for another cause altogether, proudly supporting at Alliance of Mums and the powerful work they do to support mums and their children, read her caption, posted alongside a serene image of the Duchess posing with her dog. She went on to praise the group's co-founder. Well done at heart, Mum, for your selfless love of so many. The world is better with you in it. The post coincided with the launch of the new line of Mother's Day t-shirts from Alliance of Mums, raising funds for young mothers in Los Angeles' foster care system. The charity's founder, Kelly McKee Zafjan, is known to be a close friend of the Duchess. Comedy fans may remember the late Mitch Hedberg. This weekend marks 20 years since Hedberg passed away, and our sister podcast, Daily Comedy News, is celebrating the life of Mitch Hedberg with special episodes this weekend. Check out Daily Comedy News wherever you get your podcasts, like this one, and it's hosted by the writer of this show, John McDermott, Johnny Mac as we call him affectionately. So check it out, Daily Comedy News. Prince William has been the target of an extraordinary and deeply troubling threat from a senior Russian official following his recent visit to Estonia, where he took part in military exercises near the Russian border. Dmitry Rogozin, a former deputy prime minister under Vladimir Putin and current head of a Kremlin-linked military drone unit, posted a threatening message online alongside a photograph of the Prince of Wales during the visit. "This is a great target for my drone pilots," Rogozin wrote. He added ominously, "We haven't yet zeroed out the heir to the throne. If he gets into our sights, we won't stand on ceremony." William has added a meaningful new role to his growing portfolio, becoming patron of We Are Farming Minds, a Herefordshire-based charity focused on mental health support for the farming community. The announcement came during a visit to Bristol on Wednesday, where the Prince of Wales, known locally as the Duke of Cornwall, met with the next generation of Duchy of Cornwall farming tenants. Joining him at the event were farming consultant Charlie Ireland and Caleb Cooper, the straight-talking star of Clarkson's Farm, as William engaged with young farmers preparing to carry the industry forward. The visit placed a strong emphasis on mental well-being in rural life, a cause close to the Prince's heart. He sat down for a candid conversation with charity founder Sam Stables and Duchy farming family ambassador Sue Padfield to discuss the particular challenges faced by agricultural workers. The charity was born out of lived experience, said Stables, who founded We Are Farming Minds with his wife Emily after their own struggles with mental health. The organization now provides counseling, a 24/7 support line, and targeted training for farming families. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, and give us a good review of 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.